Today we are in a cave-only world to make infection fights against the spore. And first we're gonna start with the Sculk horde mod. Now since it is a cave-only world, the world actually stops at 127, so I'm not sure exactly how infection are supposed to work in an enclosed area with a bedrock ceiling. As we can see, there's a bunch of infected from the spore that are spawning, which means it is working fine over here, and we have an NCD right here, just below our feet. And we're actually gonna start the infection from here. Though I have no idea how it's gonna go underground, but I know the spore is well equipped to deal with that, especially with the new Calamity mob. So for the spore, we'll add just a few mounds here and there just to give them a head start. So both mods are pretty much on the equal ground. So now that they are set up, there's a bunch of infected human here and a large deep dark biome here. We're going to wait and see. Oh my god, this deep dark is enormous. Holy wow. Okay, that's a cave. All right, let's stay around here and see how it goes. Alright, so I've been waiting here for about an hour, and this deep dark here is almost covered in Sculk. The city is also almost covered in Sculk, but the thing is, the Sculk horde cannot lift its feet up the ground. It is stuck right now at negative 13 mass, because I think there's probably somewhere a spawner that just keeps spawning Sculk mobs, and it just cannot get some mass. And we also have a new mounds right here. This also is going to prevent the Sculk from doing anything. I just don't know where exactly this happens, but these mites are doing stuff, but it's not enough. There's no diseased cyst because there's one maybe bug or reason, I don't know which one it is. All the phantoms are stuck here and they cannot do anything. And these guys are a big part of the Sculk horde. And without them, well, they just right now cannot do anything. Because somewhere in this cave, they are wasting their mass. And I wish I knew where it was. And even with mites spawning in the deep dark, because they should spawn, there we go, there they are. Like, this is the only way they can get mass right now. I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes to see if they can, like, flip this around, but I don't think they can. So, let's wait a bit more, and I'll be back once they do something, or they just cannot lift into the stratosphere of mass point. And alright, it's been another hour or two, and the Sculk, as you can see, yep, it cannot get its feet off the ground. It is stuck at negative mass. There is too many spore mobs everywhere in the cave, because they always spawn. The Sculk doesn't have like the day to at least have some time to spread. Also, with the Phantom stuck on top, they can't do anything. They are stuck at negative mass. And if we look for spore mobs, well, they are pretty much everywhere, but not that many of them, surprisingly. I don't even see a mound, a big mound, or a proto-hive mind. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have a big mound here and a big area of infestation, but that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, hold on. No, we have a proto-hive mind. And as a power move, it decided to spawn right next to the ancient Sculk brain node. Just to flex on it. It is sitting here full HP inside a converted Sculk bubble with an armada. Holy cow, that's a lot of mounds. So let's move on to another infection to fight the spore underground. And this one should be a strong contender. And it is Feriosis. And we are inside, if you recognize this place, the dungeon now loading Temple of Duality. And it is not a normal world. Again, this is a Thunder's Dream flat world, once again with the build limit of 127. Some of the mobs spawned up there, but now that it's bedrock, they should not spawn anymore. So they have the whole dungeon to fight now. So who's gonna take over this dungeon? I don't know. And this is what we're about to find out. This place is massive. They can like nest everywhere. There's 3 layers, although the last one is mostly covered in lava, which means mobs won't really spawn in these rooms. So now I'm really curious to know how it's gonna go there. And just the time I've set up everything, yeah, it's already war inside. So let's wait and see what is going to happen now. And, well, maybe after a while we can awaken the 2 snakes. All right. I'll see you in a moment. Alright, we're back. A lot happened in the past few hours, but this is not where I want to show you. If we go underground on this way, we have a proto hive mind. Not sure how he got stuck over here, but also protected because of the bubble. And now that they have a proto hive mind, the IQ of the spore will probably go up by a few hundred, because the proto hive mind is guiding the spore mobs to attack enemies. And right now, the Ferriosis is kind of struggling. One of the strength of the spore mobs is to have really strong mobs, and most of the base unit of Ferriosis is pretty weak. Even though the spore got a really hard time at the start, because all of the zombies are converting them into like infected version of Ferriosis, it's having a hard time right now. Also, look at that. Spore made some tunnels under the arena because of the protector block, the preserver, stone preserver. It is preventing them from destroying the floor of the arena. So they made a way up here all the way through, and that leads to the other side of the arena. So they are digging, creating their own path. Hey, Ogre. And, oh my, what is going on here? Who is that? Okay, that's an Inquisitor. Well, this place is not called Tunner's Dream for nothing. So let's wait a bit more, because I want to see what Ferriosis can do, because they are now at 15,000 points, which means the phase is about to become the one that can infect. So let's wait a little more, and we'll be back. All right, so now we have a party here. There's a lot going on in this area. We are not that far from the proto hive mind, which is here. And I was wondering why I was dropping frame. This is why. A lot of mobs fighting, a lot of infected. And the proto hive mind is responding with a bunch of these guys, the organoids. And there's only like 3 left. Wow, that was fast. Okay, the point is at 33,000 now, which means things are evolving for fair. Oh, hello. I was not expecting you here. Did we get? Oh, prepare. Ah, I see. Well, we are in a cave, so it makes sense that this guy is here. What is, oh my god, going on here? It just eats everything. Holy cow, this guy is strong. In a cave system like this is its place. He's meant for that. Alright, so since it's taking a long time for Ferriosis to do something, we're going to advance the phase to 100,000 and spawn a Primordial Hive Beacon stage 2 over here and see if they can infect the area. I don't think they can, because all the blocks are modded blocks and they are not on the list. Well, there's some polished andesite here. Maybe they can do that. Oh my god, look, it's coming! It's spinning like a kebab, but it's coming. For something. Oh, it's killing the mobs here. Oh my, what the heck was that? Oh, did he just went above bedrock? Yep, he did. And now he's stuck there. Good job, buddy. Alright, so by making the phase advance a bit more, Ferriosis seems to have regained the control of this area and even the tunnels underground. There's mobs here. Not sure exactly what the spore is doing right now. Let's take a look. Okay, here they are still thriving. There's a womb really ready to give birth. And the proto hive mind is so stuck here, there's like nothing's getting to it. Nothing much is happening underground. More spore mobs, I guess. The 3rd floor is pretty unaffected. It's mostly on the 2nd floor that something is happening, like this room here. Yeah, there's been a massacre here. This is all new. Oh, okay. The infection has started. Okay, it is infecting the modded block. I was not sure if it was going to. Wait, where did you come from? Why is there Hive Kingdom here? He's stuck. When did, what? All right, so there's a big unit from Ferriosis stuck here. Okay, so, weird noise is happening, but there's also a Calamity mob that, where is it? It like sprouted here. Is it at the top with the other one? No? Okay, there we go. I replaced the bedrock with stone slabs, so mobs won't spawn above, but this guy can do something about it. Okay, but where's the other Calamity mob? Oh, they're fighting here. Oh, okay, well, it was here. It was right there, under the ground. And I guess it cannot go up because these blocks, because of the preserver, they cannot do it. Oh, there we go. We can see it now. It tried to go through the blocks, but these things prevent the worm from getting through. Okay, well, there's stuff going on here next to the proto hive mind. Lots of these mobs are trying to get out to fight these guys. What is this? Converted slime. There's lots of mobs. Of course, the Usurper or the Armor can go outside, but it is an all-out war right now. What is this guy doing here? What? Anyway. Oh, okay, so it cleared out the mobs here, but it did not destroy the hive mind. Alright, okay, now we are talking. So I think it's time we summon the 2 snakes. There we go. They are taking damage as they go. I don't know how long the bosses will stay, but wait. The worm is almost dead. It's dead. So now we have an all-out war between the spore and Phariosis, while there's 2 snake roaming around, and they are kind of ignoring it right now, and they cannot damage the parts without an axe. So, or if they have an explosion, well, they can have some explosions, and since they cannot help directly, they are stuck under the arena. So no one is really attacking Oros or Boros. They are much more like hazard in the arena, just rolling around. They have the same pattern. Since they don't have any enemies right now, they just go around, doing absolutely nothing, while everything else here is happening. What the heck is that? So with this unending cycle of Oros and Boros between the spore and Phariosis, we're moving on to our last experiment, which will be the moss overgrowth, and we are inside the ancient mine from Integrated Dungeons and Structure, and I really like the idea of keeping everything enclosed in stone, but this time we're gonna make things fast. We are going to start. Well, they are already here fighting, so might as well put the proto hive mine inside the main room right here. There it is. And we are going to go higher. And I hate that the moss changed my spectator speed. I cannot just scroll faster. I don't know why it does that. It also like highlights the block in my face. It is probably the last time I used the moss overgrowth. It is so buggy. Anyway, let's not go too far. Right here in this lush place right above the shaft that brings it down, we are going to place the core to summon the moss overgrowth. So right here. Alright. Hopefully the moss doesn't kill itself like last time. It is also the reason why my creative flight sometimes bugs out. I don't know what is doing this in the moss overgrowth, but it is still an extremely strong infection mod when it comes to fight other mods. So let's see if it can wander around the tunnels here and fight the proto hive mind that is forming a wall here. Excuse me, turtle? And yeah, it's already coming together here. Okay, how did the... Wait, what? How did the moss just bypass everything here? Anyway, we also have the pollution mod, which means after a bunch of kill, there's gonna be accumulation gas here and it's gonna explode the ceiling and it's gonna cause some pollution. So, while they're sealing the door to the moss, let's wait and see what happens. Alright, it's been long enough. There's now the whole fresa inside the facility. And let's see. Let's see. I wish I could go faster. Let's see the moss, how it's doing. Okay, we have moss here. There's, of course, let's not talk about that. There's some moss over here. It is somehow a bit laggy. What is this? A moss sprout stage 3. Okay. Also, they kinda, find a way to go up top. Go faster! Ah! And it somehow can infect bedrock. So let's just put that back here, and let's go down to upgrade the phase of the moss, because remember, we are still only phase 1. The core is over there when we get there. So let's advance the phase. There we go. Not sure exactly every time what it means, but we advanced the phase. We can do it probably again. There we go. Also, what the heck is this? What happened? Why are all the arrows towards him through the ceiling? Huh? It's like if the arrows were coming from the outside of the arena. What the heck? Anyway, I can start to see my frame suffer because... Oh, yeah, there it is. Why is there so many mobs? And where's my night vision? Stupid mob. Ah, come on! Alright, okay, we're back. And the moss is quickly gaining terrain over the spore. Now, where is the horde? It is poking its head here. Alright, so everything is fine under here for them. But the moss is starting to, convert the outside layer of the... And I lost my stupid... So let's see if the moss is strong enough to go inside here and kill the proto hive mind. Okay, so the moss has started to take this bottom layer for itself, and the spore doesn't have a lot of way to stop the spread of the moss. It can convert some of the block, but I swear to God, I'm gonna lose it. The most I can do is make more Calamity mobs, which it is doing right now. We just need to find where the heck is the womb. Oh, it's here. Okay, I was wondering where were all the moss mobs, and I think I have an answer for this. It's all here. Yep, not sure what is going on here, but this might explain why there's no moss mob underground. Except, what is going on over here? Why are my frame so low right now? I'm at 13 FPS? Okay, why are they glowing? Okay, so I guess the Proto Hive Mind is launching an attack here, and everyone is dying because of the glowberry pathogen. Yeah, I'm not sure what the whole Fresser is doing here. It is staying here for the last, like, 10 minutes. Oh, I think that is some pollution exploding. Alright, so just after that, the game crashed and I could not open the world anymore, so... just imagine the end of the scenario in your head. Bing, bing, bang, bang. Everything's going down, and... Oh no, the spore, it's too strong and too buggy! It overwhelms the spore. Oh no, it won. Also, by the way, I'm not using spore in a while until they like fix their goddamn mod, so I am very sorry I'm not using that in Infection Battle anymore. But I still hope you enjoyed. The Fungal Infection Spore is a very, very advanced and difficult infection mod that has a lot of opportunity to evolve, and I really like to see where it's going, even though it feels a bit unfair. We'll see about that if I ever fight it in survival, so make sure you subscribe, so maybe I will, maybe, I don't know. If you like the video enough, maybe I'll do a video on it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!